How good did it feel to be in that locker room on Saturday night and get that monkey off your back?
Man, it felt great. Just a good feeling, but at the end of the day, it's good. We gotta get back to work, West Virginia.
How about the representation of Coleraine High School yet again? You had a sack, Ken had a pick, Deshaun had a pick. Go Cards.
Yeah, I know. Just the impact, how the impact of Coleraine got on this team is huge. You know, we hold a great honor for that to carry on for our team, our high school team. So it's a great honor to have.
You know Mr. Frazier from West Virginia, because I think you're about to meet him. Their offensive lineman, he's All-American, got several honors like you do.
For me, it's excited just for the challenge, but it's just not him. You know, they got other great offensive linemen he got next to him. So we're prepping for that. It's going to be a dogfight, and we're very excited for that matchup.
Corey talked after the game, said that this last week of practice felt different than any other week. Was that kind of your vantage point on it, and who do you think kind of led that shift in attitude or shift in motivation?
I say everybody. You know, we all got to chip in. We all got to put our one piece into this puzzle if we want to win. And I feel like it came down to execute. We finally did that. We got to win, so it feels good. Now it's time to do it again. Let's see if we can stack them days up, stack them weeks up, and stack the game. So very excited.
Donovan Smith came in as the second leading offensive production quarterback in the league. What did you guys do differently this week to kind of limit his success?
Yeah, we know he was a great player. We got to keep him in the pocket. I feel like we didn't really do that very well the first half, but second half I feel like we did great for us, keeping him going, not really letting him sit there in the pocket. So I take my hat off on our defense for that, especially our offense. You know, smack him in the mouth early on for us to have that momentum for the rest of the game.
52 snaps the offense had with a lead Saturday. There were only 13 in the entire Big 12 play up until that point. How different is it for you getting to play with a lead where you're not, trying to just hold and come from behind, where you can kind of, pin your ears back and get after them?
Yeah, since we have the lead, we can start opening our playbook more as far as defensive-wise to throw at them, to throw different looks at them so we can keep getting 3 and out. So I feel like that was a great feeling for Coach B and the rest of the defensive staff.
Looking forward to Saturday versus West Virginia. C.J. Donaldson is a guy who's top 25 in the nation in rushing. What stands out to you guys on the defensive line about what he's capable of doing?
It's just not him. I just feel like overall he got a pretty good running back room. So we just got to home in on stopping the run. I feel like we got a good chance with that, especially with our veteran defensive line. We just got to go up there and show up and, once again, execute.
This used to be a decent rivalry. Going to Morgantown can be kind of loud, and the fans can get kind of into it. But some of you guys have said you enjoy being on the road and the barking and all that stuff.
Yeah, for me, I enjoy being on the road because it's just motivating when people just talking trash. It just make you just want to play football even more, and it just motivates you to just go get that win. So I feel like my team will be prepared and we'll be excited to have this opportunity for this rivalry game.
Deshaun Pace gets that interception and then, ends up fumbling the ball in the same play. What's your reaction on the field when you see that play kind of transpire?
The crazy part wasn't on the field, and I was celebrating. Then I turned around, and Houston had the ball. So I was just a little confused, but watching that, I don't know what he was thinking. So
Were you screaming to go down?
yeah, I just told him next time, just go straight, brother. Go straight. Nobody's gonna touch you. So he gonna have to work on ball security as well this week.
Raekwon Atkins made his first start. Just thoughts on his overall play Saturday?
Just not him. I'm glad you brought that up. We had two good young corners. Kalen Carroll, a guy that has stepped in for a senior. I feel like he's not getting the right recognition he deserves. Going against UCF, and then last week, I feel like he deserved more praise. He's a good young quarter, ready to learn. And then Raekwon, he just always, since day one, he came to this university, just great confidence in himself. So I'm very happy for those two, especially with Kalen, because he worked so hard from his redshirt year to now. So shout out to them two guys.
Houston's coach mentioned that early in the game, you guys kind of disrupted their game plan. Could you feel after that first sack, were they kind of scrambling to change how they were blocking you? Because that was a pretty dominant play where you just go straight to the backfield.
Yeah, I just feel like as their head coach, I feel like he believed in their offensive line, so he went 5-0, one-on-one with everybody. So I guess he trusted their offensive line, but we just went out there, executed, and then he ended up changing the protection in the second half. But we adjusted to it, and they still got pressure on them. So hats off to the offensive line; they were very talented.
How big do your eyes get when you see 1-0, where you just got one guy to beat to get to the quarterback?
Man, it's a great feeling. I don't usually get that, but it's a great feeling. But anything to help my linebackers out too, as well, especially in that run game.
Coach Satterfield mentioned heading into the game versus Houston that you guys were trying to get pressure up front to create those interceptions. Obviously, you had 4 entering Saturday. Saturday night, you guys get 3. Do you guys feel like you can start to carry that momentum over heading into West Virginia?
After the game, I took my hats off to the corners. I feel like that was probably their best overall game they had all year. No penalties, no holding penalties or pass interference penalties. They was all locked in. They did their job, and that's all we asked for them. And then we got to execute up front, and that's what we did. So if everybody doing their job, especially as a defensive whole, I feel like we're a tough team to score on. So shout out to my guys.
Obviously, Raekwon got the start over Jordan Young, and Coach Satterfield said that was kind of his way to send a message to Jordan, and then Jordan shows up, arguably the MVP of the defense. What was it like to see him kind of go into that game and know how motivated he is, and then see him have such a good performance?
Yeah, just overall, we just got to challenge each other at the end of the day if we want to win championships and compete every week. So I feel like we should. That was just a great life lesson for Jordan. Great player. Just made a mistake, but he came back in, didn't pout, didn't moan, just show up to work every week, and then he balled out. So shout out to Jordan.
Cool. Any other questions for Dontay? Thank you, sir.
Thanks,
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.